AoC meeting number 15. Alright guys, gonna be real, this video will be kinda small most likely. The topics we talked about didn't last very long and we were down Metli and Mortis. They got new work schedules and couldn't make it, so we swapped the meeting times going forward. Also, I can't tell you about Colombian's topic because it was about the new tank. First is Real Blue TV's topic, the PS4 console rep. Apparently the FPS on PS4 went down from 60 to 30 and he wanted to find out what was up with that. If you have a keyboard on PS4, you can press the FPS counter button to see it's at 30. EM said that in reality it is at 60. However, the FPS counter itself got bugged, so you do still have 60 FPS. Fixing that counter is apparently pretty expensive, so they're going to disable the ability to turn on the counter on consoles going forward. I don't think many console players use the counter or can use the counter, so hopefully this doesn't bother many of you. Next was mine and GC2MT's topic. So we both had the same topic, but I added some card reworks to mine. Because we do get 10 to 15 minutes, and in case this topic didn't take up all that time, I had the community card rework ideas for time filler. So a lot of you have been asking to have smaller updates in between the big ones, to focus on balance. There's a big gap in time in between when you guys hear about balance and when it comes out, and that's been causing some problems. Like for example, people get happy about Tyra getting nerfed, and then realize, damn, it's over a month away. EM said that updating the game has to be worthwhile for them, because updating the game is pretty costly. In case you guys don't know, every game has to spend quite a bit of money to be updated, so releasing updates only to put out balance isn't really worth it. They rather release balance with content updates, so they're getting a lot of different stuff out at once. Also, balance alone can still cause bugs, and putting out more frequent updates leaves less time for QA to fix them before they go live. So you would likely see the game get buggier, and no one wants that. So I did honestly expect this exact answer, but I did still want to talk to them about this topic so you guys could get an official response on it. It's better to hear things right from the devs than me say, well, they probably can't do this because of this, this, or this. As for card reworks, again this was mainly for time filler, but it's still helpful to the characters. I saw a few card rework ideas from the community that I wanted to go over with them. Drogos's Follow the Scent card. This makes Fire Spit bigger. It's pretty bad. I don't see anyone run it, but maybe lower level players run it to make it easier to hit Fire Spit. I asked if the card could instead give Drogos ammo back on Fire Spit hits. It'd be a really nice 1-point filler card. Adonis said he'll look at how many people use the card currently first, but he does like the idea of Drogos having an ammo regen card. Currently the character doesn't have a single card that does that. Next was Terminus's Blood and Stone. This gives you lifesteal against people you hit with your movement ability. This is not good, and honestly most lifesteal cards aren't good, unless it's a high percent passive lifesteal card like Ash's, Koga's, or Moji's. I asked if this card could instead lower the cooldown of his movement ability since it is on a 15-second cooldown. Adonis is kinda scared of doing anything to buff Terminus. He's always been one of the most winning characters in the game. I know right now a lot of people don't view him as that great, probably because he doesn't get played in pro play, but he is in reality pretty great. I definitely agree with Adonis there. He didn't say no to the card idea, but he's gonna have to think on it. Then there is Zin's Fuel the Fire card. This gives you lifesteal after using Whirl. Again, not good. I asked if this could be turned into movement speed after Whirl. Adonis does like that idea, doesn't have any problems with it. And that's it for that. Metli wasn't here, but her presentation was left for the devs to look over. The presentation talked about allowing players to modify their sensitivity depending on the character, and being able to save your top play. Adonis said they have been wanting to make the sensitivity thing a reality. It's going to take a lot of work, but they would like to have it by next year. They also want to expand crosshair options too. As for the top play, they can't do this. That would require them to save a ton of data on their servers, very expensive to make all that work properly. Hyuga talked about Furia. He went over how her right click heal likes to no-reg. fixing the momentum on her movement ability, and buffing Exterminate. Adonis said they are going to go ahead and look into Furia's heal no rigging. It's something they want to have a fix for soon. The momentum carry thing was if you jump and use your movement ability, you don't go anywhere. Adonis thinks it's a bug and they will look into it. As for Exterminate, Hyuga asked if it could also make the beam faster, or if it could follow players. Adonis said they don't want to make the beam faster, because then it messes with players who are more used to it moving at a certain speed. They wouldn't do anything like this for any kind of projectile. As for the beam following, that would cause a lot of desync problems. They don't think the talent needs to be meta. A sizable group of players apparently do use it and like it, but they will think on what can be done to improve it. Hyuga also talked about screen shaking, like how some things move your screen around when you use them, like Strix's pistol for example. They said it's there to give off the recoil feel, but they will look at different cases of this and see if anything needs to be lowered. But yeah, that's it for the meeting. Leave any thoughts or feedback you have in the comments below. And that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.